So I just made my first hyperpop beats. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can make a hyperpop beat in Bandlab. This was my main influence for the sound and the melody, but I also have a Jersey rhythm on top of it. I'm gonna show you step by step how you can make this beat in Bandlab. Let's not wait any longer and let's get started. For the BPM, I wanted something quite fast, so I set it to 145. Let me show you how I did it. So the first thing you wanna do is to play some chords. So those are the chords. Very straightforward, but it sounds good. So for the sound preset, I use this one. Sunset Brass on the synth category. And then my chords are F, G, A minor, and C. So we are in a key of C major. So the notes are F, A, C. And then for the second chord, I added this extra note. Here the notes are G, B, D, E. And then A minor is A, C, E. And finally C major, C, E, and G. Then I added another synth, and it's this one. The first thing I did is to shorten the notes. And then I added some effects on top of it, without the effects. So first of all, I need a big reverb and a delay. Let's listen to both synths together. We can move on to the next one, let me show you. Those are just the bass notes. To do that is very easy, you can just copy and paste your chords, and then you just want to keep the bass notes. Then you can pitch it an octave lower. Actually, 2 octaves lower. And the sound is 80s square lead. It's time to move on to the lead. Here I have 2 variations with more notes at the second repetition. For the preset I used a big synth lead, and again I have some reverb and delay. And I'm gonna show you a few tips to find your melody. Here I can set the scale of my keyboard, and this is in C major, and I can put it on smart keys. So this way I'm only gonna have the notes of the scale. I can put an octave higher. And if I find something I like, I can even record it. Here you can quantize it to put everything on the grid, everything on time. And of course then you can tweak it. This way we start to have a simple melody. We have a lead melody, now I can tweak it and play around to find the notes that I like. For example, I add a note here. And this is another example of a melody. And then try to loop it and just change a few notes. You don't want your melody to change the whole time, otherwise it's not gonna be catchy. To make this sound, I used this preset, the dirty Porto 5th, and then some effects. So first of all, an EQ to cut the harshness. Then I have a chorus. And finally, the reverb and the delay as usual. Again, to find the counter melody, you can use the smart keys. So you want to click here, set the scale. Here I put it to major pentatonic, or you can use the major scale, it's up to you. And then put it on smart keys. Find anything that you like. And then I turn it down. We can now move on to the drums. I'm gonna make the drums from scratch, and first of all I need to create a sampler track. Add track and then sampler. And here I want to browse one-shot samples, so I'm just gonna import a kick, a snare, hi-hats, and so on. So I click here, then on one-shots, and you can also filter it by genre. For example, here I'm just gonna put trap, then I can close it, and here I only have trap kick. Find any kick you like and then just drag and drop it in the sampler. And then you have your sample. I'm gonna do the same thing for the snare. Then we can also have a rim shot. I move on to the hats. I can also look for open hats. Then you can also adjust the volumes of your samples. For example, here the snare is too loud, so I'm just going to turn it down. I turn down the hi-hats as well. I have all my samples, so let's make a beat. Right-click, create region. I have all my samples here. Let's make it Jersey, so I'm gonna start with the kick. Don't forget to activate Snap to Grid. That's it, you can just copy and paste it. I add a hi-hat on every beat. Then I can do the same thing but on every off beat. So I'm going to add the second hat. Copy and paste. Let's add the open hat. Let's listen to the drums with everything else. Then it's optional for Jersey, but you can also add the snare. I put it here on the third beat. And we can also play around with the rim shot. That's it for the drums, it's sounding good and we can just add a bass line. I just used this one, the cheeky boom. And I just play the root notes of my chords, meaning F, G, A, and C. The rhythm is the same as the kick drum, so they both play the same thing together. That's how you can make the drums and the 808s. The last thing you can do is to make a structure. So simply, you can just do some copy and paste. And maybe you want to start with the synths, but no drums. Very straightforward, and if you want you can also play around with the drums. If you want to make a verse, you can copy and paste it and get rid of the lead and the bass, for example. And to make a build-up, you usually want to get rid of the drums and just keep the instruments. If you want, you can only keep the hats. And then, you guessed it, you put everything together. This is the build-up and the chorus. This is how you can make a hyperpop Jersey beat. That's it for this Bandlab tutorial. I hope you liked it. Today we looked at how to make a beat from scratch. Let me know what you think in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to hit the like button. I'll see you very soon for a new tutorial. Stay tuned, take care, bye bye.